scuffed setup, a little less scuffed. Okay, today's video is why you're a bad student athlete and how to actually get good. I haven't found much research or videos on this topic, so I decided to jump in myself, find that open market, because I needed it myself and it wasn't there, so I'm just going to give it to you guys. So I hope you guys find some value off this. So think to yourself, what is the 20% of the waste man activities we do that cause 80% of the inaction in studying and practicing? After you find that out, so pause and find that out. Since you just found that out, write it down on a piece of paper. Think about what we want to do. So an example would be, I want to spend 40 minutes less watching TikTok, and I want to spend 40 more minutes stretching and working out maybe. This is very important for writing it down, because then it's physically there. So then whenever you get the urge to look at TikTok, which will happen, or any of the waste man activities, it doesn't just have to be TikTok. After you write it down, it becomes real, and your brain knows that it can't make any excuses, so it has to do it. So it may seem like a useless step, but try it out and it will definitely work, and you will get towards your goals way faster than just thinking. Because while you're watching this video, too many inputs are coming in, so then you can't put in the question of, what do I want to do? How much less do I want to do? How much more do I want to do this? It doesn't work. Your brain can't compute it, and then it can easily throw these questions off. So it's very important to write this down. Something that I took out, or a couple things, because you may not know what to actually take out, because what is actually a waste man activity that's causing most of the inaction in sports, and laziness and just overall not enjoying the practice. Some things that I did was I removed music whenever I was not working out. You're studying, you listen to music. I took that out because it also ruins the focus. But the main thing is that it gives you too much stimulation. So whenever there's too much stimulation, you can't focus, and the hard stuff becomes even harder. So let's say if I was writing and I was listening to music, yes, it would be easy while I was writing and it'd be nice. But while I'm sitting here and recording this, or while I'm practicing football or volleyball, I'm gonna be distracted, first of all. And second of all, it's gonna be so much more annoying and painful. Whenever you watch more and more music, it becomes worse and worse. So if you ever listen to a song, multiple times, it gets good. You watch a bunch of times, you're obsessed with the song, but then you get bored. And that's basically how it works. You have to keep getting new stuff and more. So if you don't just take it out, it's gonna become too stimulating and you can't do the actual hard work. I also stopped eating very stimulating food, so junk food, you know the deal. Most people think about this as a health move, which is true. I did it for health. However, this is also true for just a straight up dopamine stimulation move, because even if I found no health benefits from doing this, I would still not eat junk food. Here's why. It just it's too much stimulation, as I said before. You can't focus on anything else, and it becomes too hard to do. If you ever listen to a bunch of music, play a bunch of video games, the work you have later becomes way harder. It's impossible to do. But if you just straight up remove it and you look at the wall, and then it'll be very boring for a long time, and it's actually gonna be painful in your head. It's gonna feel like a headache for I say a good month, which is actually crazy. But after the month period of the withdrawal symptoms ending, you're took into the promised lands of good work and actually liking your work, because I would never enjoy doing practice without, like some hype stuff, or like I'd have to really hype myself up to practice. But now I can show up every day and it's actually like crazy. Like I just realized that right now. Like before I would like lay it off so much farther, but after removing highly stimulating stuff, practicing just becomes so easy, because what else are you gonna do? Like, why not? It just becomes so fun and you get to actually see your progress. So since your progress is the only thing going on in your brain, it's the only thing that like gives you joy, basically, you like become obsessed. Like I became obsessed with like becoming, I was gonna say becoming God, but I'm not like a god at sports, but you know what, I'm a god, I'm a god at sports. I got obsessed with it, and then I got better and better. It's the happiness chemical you get from like junk food. I got that just from progressing and showing up to practice, which before it'd be like work, like I can't do that. But now I can just get the happiness that goes up after doing the work, and then the work goes up, and then this goes up. But before it'd be the work goes down, the work goes up, and the satisfaction and like happiness would go down. So like, of course you're never gonna practice, so you have to remove the other things like junk food, music. I kept music while I was working out, and then video games, that one's a really hard one. But a really good thing about removing video games is that it's probably the hardest thing you're ever gonna do in your life. So after you do it, you're so like ready. You're like, I can do anything now, because once you do that, you could become a singer. Wow, he's a singer. It's very hard though, so you have to really fight those like urges. But instead of just sitting there and like fighting those urges like a monk, you have to put stuff in. So if I took out, let's say like 30 minutes of practicing, 30 minutes of a wasteman activity like TV or something, I'd have to replace 30 minutes of something actually good. Example would be like practicing volleyball. If I just stripped out the video games, I would have so much time of just emptiness. I'd have to fill it in. So for the beginning period, after I stripped the wasteman activities out, I had like 8 more hours in my day, like on weekend, which is insane. Like 8 hours, it felt like the day was just so much longer, and during that time I was going through withdrawal symptoms, and you will too whenever you do this. So, just know that it will end. Like, I'm finally over with it. It's been like a couple weeks, and I'm so like thankful that I did it. It's so like the rewards are like a J. It goes down, like your happiness goes down like really far, and then whoever waits longer, it like shoots into the sky, and you're like, where was it before? Like, where were the rewards before? It's like you hit gold. So it's very satisfying, and you have to stick through and replace with productive activities, or you're just gonna go back to the wasteman activities. Just show up. Something I think about whenever I don't want to do a hard activity. So let's say working out. Right now I'm not actually working out because I'm sick, but I still set up my like chair, my mat, and I like do like one little neck crunch, and a couple of these, and then maybe I stretch, and then that's it. But I put it back. So my brain is like, why are we doing this? This is stupid and this is a waste of time. It's actually the best thing I could ever do, because before I would try to work out, but I just couldn't stick to it because everything else was like more stimulating. So it's really hard to hit like a 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour workout session whenever you just do all the other things. So whenever you remove those, some days you still might not want to work out, which makes sense. So what you might do for a beginner is that you just show up. Like, you literally just do 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 10 seconds, like just show up, means that every time you don't do it, your brain's like, why are we not doing this? It's like a little push. And that push is all you need to get started, so just show up. Whenever I initially, start to do more productive habits, like practicing or like actually studying more and then removing the bad habits, it was very hard, and it's so hard. It hurts your brain like physically. Like you can't focus. You're like in constant like headache, and you're like physically weaker. Like your muscles are weaker. Everything is like more gray, and food tastes worse. Like you don't even want to eat. The people you like talk to before, you're like bored with them. So that's just typical like withdrawal symptoms. So please like do it. Like it will end. This next part is about journaling. So make sure to write this down. As I said before in the video, but try to do it constantly. And this is very important. Once again, you could implement the just show up mindset to this. So just write down like, did I get this done? Yes. Did I get this done? No. And then whenever you write no, it's like something in your brain's like, what? It's like disappointing. It's like, let's get this next time. And you need that fuel, a little bump, to actually show up, so you can actually like see what's going on. So I'll release a video on this soon. So stay in tune. Good luck with your new habit building and habit destroying. It's very important to being a better student athlete. So let's get it done together. If you need any help, just contact me in the description. I put my email, or you can just write in the comments, and then other people could talk with you. I don't even know how many views these things are getting, but we'll get good. We're getting better. So see you later. Bye bye.